Hi guys, I decided it's time. The boat's finished. 5 year to do it, but she's finished. I thought it was time to show you a video of her. So I'll go up on deck. I'll start on the top and I'll work my way right the way down through and then off and all the way around on the keel. Sorry about the light. It affects the camera. When I film in here, I'll show you the blinds and then I'll shut the blinds and film it with the lights on it. It'll be a better picture. Anyway, let's get on with the video. Up on deck. Okay guys, I'm stood on what I call the middle deck. You've got the front deck, the main cabin is boat. Then you've got the barbecue area or the patio area. And on there I've got a solar panel, that's 100 watt. That keeps so much power in the boat, it's unbelievable. The turbine, which I very rarely put on, is 600 watt. It was a 600-pound turbine when it was bought. And it works a treat, but I very rarely have it on. As I say, in the summer, the solar panel does it. Got the TV aerial. Anyway, that's the top deck. It's just all been finished, painted, total for the winter. This bottom deck is all fiberglass. I'm not going to bother to paint it again because it wears off and it is fiberglass. It don't need paint on it. I got lots of bits left over from jobs I'm doing and jobs I will be doing. And on there, more bits there. You've got the skylight and that's the front deck. All painted, 100% waterproof and ready for the winter. Now stood on the front and looking back at the boat. As you can see, she's all 100% watertight. Now you've got the walkway to walk round. There's the old chimney, wood burning stove, my impossible stove. I'll tell you about that in a minute. And there you go, all watertight. I put the back on, I took the canvas off and built a back on. And it's 100% better. I've just got to get round sometime now to renewing the canvas. There's two little solar panels there, which are for lights that come on when anybody approaches the boat at night. And that's it, all waterproof, all done, watertight and ready to go. The other side of the boat is just the same, waterproof and perfect. And there's one of the lights that lights up when somebody approaches the boat up down through the path. Okay, that's the outside of the boat. Now you've got what I call my patio area. That was the control station. I keep that because you never know if we do get shut off. I've got an ongoing diesel in there that's a runner. So we could move, we can go anywhere we want. We've got the Bristol Channel if we want it. Sorry to say, got to keep water containers, got to keep them covered over to stop the light getting on. Got to keep cold, so you've always got a mess on the back. You never ever get a clear run on the back. That's the water bottle for filling the boat. I've got to get the water off my brother. And there you go. When I leave, I put a smiling sign on to let them know that they are on candid camera. And that's my seat inside. That's what I call my wet area. When I come in the boat, I get all my boots off there and keep the boat clean. The carpet on the back is a state, but underneath there is my workstation with all my tools and everything, all the paints, everything I need. The cushion goes up on there and that becomes my workbench. I have my meals. I sit and eat my meals on a little table, but it folds away when I'm working in this area. Okay, so then that's it basically. All lovely little curtains, all just been washed last couple of weeks ago. This bottle here is for a shower. When I want to have a shower, I take that out of there. It gets red hot in the sun, and that goes in my shower, and that's what I use for showering. And I've got fire hydrants for emergencies, fire blankets, like an old line that I just have to hang all my washing on. And there you go. And there's the light inside the boat. If anyone comes in, that lights them well up, so the camera gets a good shot of them. Anyway, that's the outside. That's the patio area. Let me show you inside the boat. Before we go on, I'll show you a picture of the boat. That's it with the blinds open. The blinds all slide back, and here they slide forward to match the boat. And all your bits you keep on, your worktop, work surface, sink, electric taps, everything. The old kettle, old cooker. The cooker from the stove was now, so I put that one on, cut the cooker from the stove off. But we have a grill still, and we have the oven. So we still got the oven, everything we want in there. That oven works perfect. And then we have this, what I call my Mission Impossible stove. You won't believe this stove. If you look at it carefully, you'll see that there's no air intake. It's the only time any smoke or anything could possibly get in here, and it doesn't, because it's drawing out the chimney, is when you've got the main thing open to build the fire up. But I never get a mess in here, I never get any ash in here, it's always tidy. And the flue works beautiful. And with the coal line burning at the moment, once every 6 or 7 weeks you get the chimney a bang with the hammer and all the shit falls out, and that's it. That's the only cleaning you need to do. Now the fire, as I say, got no air intake, so I sleep with 100% security. But this bottom door, when I made the top door, it was made out of another boiler, but because it's over the top, it didn't fit. You end up with a gap here. So you shape the door with a hammer to make it fit. But when you make this one, you don't bother shaping it. When it shuts, there's an air gap here all the time, and that's what the fire uses to burn. When you tighten this up, if you keep the screw down and tighten up, then lock the screw up, see that little bit of play? That's enough to keep the fire burning really warm. But when the boat is warmed up and going, you tighten that right up, so it's just movable. Now that fire will smoulder, and 5 or 6 chunks of coal will burn for 18 hours. Mind you, after 18 hours you'll have a job relighting, so you restoke her up after about 14, and then she carry on. But over the whole 24 hours burning, that fire takes about 10-12 lumps of coal. That's them glow coal lumps, the compressed coal. Anyway, that's the fire. Took me 12 visits taking that home each time to do it, but I managed it, I got it done. Anyway, I got the fridge, but the fridge, as I say, it's too heavy to run on gas. You'd be surprised how much gas they use. So it's just empty at the moment because I'm about to restock. Yeah, you don't bother, you just use it as a chiller. So not a problem. Got the front bed. Anybody does come, but I never have visitors. Once I think I had somebody stay with me. And that's the front bed they sleep on. That's a good 8 foot long, so there's plenty of room there. And I've got little cupboards I built in there that for makeup and clothes and things. These 2 blinds come off, totally come off, but all you're seeing is the hedgerow, so I don't bother. I like the privacy. I leave these blinds on. When I originally done the boat up, all this that's red now was woodwork colour, beige. Like this here, and I think it was a bit too much. Everything was covered in it, and it was way too much. It done your head in. It was everywhere. Even out there on the patio, the beams on the roof were all done in it. It was too much. So what I've done, I've painted it all over, and I've on the patio. It's all white and lovely now. In here, the ceiling's all done. All this, look, was originally woodwork, but I filled it all in. I've changed all the lights, obviously, to LEDs. So, yeah, now the front don't look so cluttered, because that's not woodwork or paint. It's all nice pink light now. So, it don't matter how well you try to live on a boat, you've got to have things, hairspray, bits and bobs, mirrors for shaving and washing. So the boat's never 100% tidy. You've always got stuff on display. The cup of tea is the main thing. And my old kettle, I've had that 45 years. Can't part with that. Money couldn't buy that, folks, so don't even ask. But But that's the work area. In here now, I've got to weigh myself every day. So I needed a flat surface, so I bought a pavement slab in. It makes this big step a little bit easier, and it's a perfect for weighing to get the right weight, you know, for me scales every morning for my health. I'm back now away from the slab. Under the second step, I have a storage box. That's for the fire lighters and all the stuff for lighting the fire. It takes me all of 4 minutes to light this fire and get it going, shut down, ready to burn all night. And the heat is from this is almost in. It's quicker than what the diesel heater is. The diesel heater's in here, buried away, but this is designed in such a way that without tools I can lift that off, lift that off, lift that off, lift that off, and the diesel fire is fitted so I can rip it out. So if it ever caught fire, there was ever trouble, it's fire extinguisher, rip, 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 straight out. So yeah, that's that, easily done. I've got my bed. I used to sleep at that end, but I decided that was sleeping with my legs uphill. So I changed now and I've turned around the other way, which doesn't make it easy for my TV shelf, but there you go. Anyway, that's the bed, and there's the TV on the wall there. It's only a small one, but now the boat's finished, I might buy the luxury and get myself a bigger one, and I know I got plenty of power to handle it now. So yeah, there's more blinds outside. I very rarely open them because they open right into the neighbours' windows next door. Got a shelf here. Normally I keep the drone out there and my tablets, but at the moment I tied it up and the boat's all nice and clean. So carpet's been down now about 18 months. You can't keep it clean here, it's impossible. The main thing is to keep it swept and dust free. I've got a little vacuum. So yeah, that's that. In here we have the shower. Now in the shower I've got a shelf that folds down. The cushions, I don't use them because I make a permanent bed. They're in here. But when I have a shower I've got to take them out, but I'm going to get rid of them. I don't need them. I've got the portaloo that I left out, and the shower unit is built in there on the wall. As I say, that black drum comes in and it goes in there, fits in the water, and that's where I have my shower. And there's a drain off down there, a drain off bowl, and a pump and everything to do it. So I used to pull the wires out and plug them into the socket here, but now I've wired them all in. They're all in now, permanent. So and that area stays nice and cold in the summer, so I use that for like a chiller box. Anyway, that's the inside. Got a fire out. I never keep batteries in it though because it goes off all the time. The skylight, it's got a blind that goes over totaled and it stops condensation on the skylight, but that only goes on normally when I'm leaving the boat for any length of time. But it's on now because if I left it open, the light from it would blind the camera. Anyway, so there's the boat. As I say, more or less as I'm living on it now. And living on here, it saves me, but it saves me so much money you don't want to believe it. This boat now I value at about 20,000, because to live on here for 18 months, if you own it, you'd save that 20,000 anyway, because that's how much it costs to live down here. The cottage along the road for 3 nights, they charged people I talked to £768 for 3 nights over a main bank holiday. Anyway, there you go. Got a little stove Steve gave me, got a little storage space behind. I keep all my gravy and my spare clock there. You've got little cupboards. That's pretty bare at the moment. That's like my larder. I got a fridge, as I say. And then I got the other cupboard here, which is basically for vegetables. And my frying pan goes in there with the lid on, and my spare stove pot. So that's all in there, safe and clean. Anyway, that's the inside of the boat. Let me do you a quick walk around the outside now. Okay, you've got Kevin's boat next to mine. Leanne's the next one over again. Patrick's the next one over. 2 youngsters from up north live on that boat there. It's pretty well known, everybody here knows everyone. Anyway, I've got the walkway, comes all the way down here to the back of the boat. And Then you've got the ladder to get on the boat. At the moment I've got an engine that I've just repaired, and that's on the back. She is sound as a pound. She's all ready to go back on the boat now, but she's a funny little temperamental engine, but I won't get rid of her because they're so dear, these. But anyway, the hull of the boat now is pure fiberglass. Over the years somebody did paint it, and the paint, I've never got round to doing it yet, but I've done the boat down all the way down to here. She's 100% watertight. The hull is 100% watertight. When I bought her, she had lots of these staves. She had a long stave. She had a few of them on there. And it used to look pretty fancy, but it's unnecessary. So, in preparation for when I do the hull, I've took them off. I've got a couple to take up on the other side now as well. But anyway, there's the boat. As I say, let me see if I can get back a bit. There she is. She's all donkey-dory up together, 100% watertight. Floats, no leaks from the top or the bottom. The bilge never comes on. I check them regularly, they are working. She's a perfect little boat. So let me do a walk round. As you can see, I strimmer all this. Hopefully it will all go back to grass eventually. So I've got like a little lawn. My other boat, my sailboat, comes out and parks across there for the winter. So that's, I've just filled all that with sand to level it. So fingers crossed. Anyway, let me do a walk around. There's the front of the boat. And there she is, all ready. That's the first deck, that's the upper deck. So there you go, all done. I will tell you that when I bought this boat, it was sat for many years derelict, and it was a right state. When I bought it, I only paid £1,000 for it, and my mate said I was stupid, and that I'd never get it in a state to live on. Well, within 3 days I had a cabin that I could sleep in, and I was sleeping on it. Within 3 months I had it all done, but it was messy because I was still doing lots of work. But now I got no excess tools on there, no excess wood on there, no excess glues, no nothing. The boat is just as she is now for living in. And as I need surfaces to do maintenance, I buy them. Anyway, there's the area that I got for a garden. All this dries out when we don't have a tide, because we can go weeks sometimes without a tide. And there is the river, the view you got from my boat. Anyway folks, there you go. As I say, money couldn't buy that off me at the moment. But if it was sold, I'd want a minimum of 20 grand. Because to put a boat there and live on it, there's a couple at the end there, she's paying £500 a month just to live on somebody's old boat. She don't own it, but she's happy with that because that's half the price minimum of what it costs her to live here. So she's well happy. But as I say, 20 grand and you get your money back within 2 years, no trouble at all. Anyway, thanks for watching guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll place it on YouTube tonight for you. I will do the next one of my little Dockrell sailboat and tell you the history of that. Thanks for watching guys, over and out. Pete gone for now.